11 Considerations to take the mind off of earthly mindedness. The main thing we have tried to do thus far is to take the minds of men and women off of the things of the earth. This will prepare us for the next point, which is of infinite concern, our conversations in heaven. But because a man's conversation cannot be in heaven until his mind is taken off of the earth, until the disease of earthly mindedness is cured, we must now propound those things that may help take off men's minds from the earth. First consider this: if you could possess all the things of the earth that your mind and heart are upon, there is still not enough good in them as to undo the evil of the least sin, not the least sin of thought. Your heart is muddling upon the earth, and you think that you would be blessed if you had thus and thus as others have. Let me tell you, if you had but one sinful thought, there is more evil in that than there is good in all that you shall get all the days of your life. And, if this is so, it concerns you rather to have your mind on how to avoid sin, how to get the evil of sin removed, and how to get your sin mortified. That ought to concern you more than minding and plotting about the things of the earth. That's one consideration. A second consideration that may take off the hearts of men from the things of the earth is this: the chief things that are in the earth have been the portion of reprobates heretofore and are to this day, and shall be the portion of multitudes whom God hates and has set apart to glorify his infinite justice eternally. Shall your mind and heart be set upon such things as are the portion of reprobates? Will a reprobate's portion satisfy you? Will it serve you? Are you satisfied with dog meat if it will not content you? Why is it that your mind is so much upon the things of the earth? It may be that you are poor and low in the world. Your mind is upon some little matter. You never expect to have any great things in the world, and yet you mind these little matters as if that were your portion and your happiness, some small pittance to furnish your house, to provide for yourself and your family. Oh, friend, if it were possible for you to get the empire of the whole world under your foot, still you would get no more than has been the portion of such as God has hated. And if kingdoms and empires have been the portions of reprobates, why do you abundantly mind things that are lower, and let the strength of your heart flow out upon such things as these are? A third consideration is this: surely God has made man for higher things than the things of this earth. Oh, if you had your thoughts working this way, for what end do I think God has made the children of men? Why has he sent them into the world? Of all the creatures God has here upon the earth, none are capable of knowing him, the infinite first being of all things, except the children of men. And God has given them a nature that is capable of conversing with him. Surely, then, there are other things that God made man for, than to have meat, drink, and clothes, and to live here a while just to enjoy creatures. Do we not read often that Jesus Christ was God and man, took man's nature upon himself, and died for man? Surely there must be some other manner of things that are the fruit of the purchase of the blood of Christ than the things of the earth. Oh, my brethren, if you only had this settled upon you, that God has great, glorious, high, and wonderful thoughts about mankind. This would be a mighty means to take your hearts off of the things of this earth, when you have your hearts groveling here. Oh, but are these the things God made man for? Had not God higher thoughts in making the children of men? Do not I find in the Word that when man was made there was a kind of divine consultation with the Trinity? Come, let us make man according to our image. God had higher thoughts of man than of other things. And if man were made for nothing else but to dig in the earth, certainly, the thoughts of God about man have been very low and mean, as I may so speak with holy reverence, for these are but low and mean things here that men enjoy on the earth. Fourthly, as God has higher thoughts concerning man, so the dignity of man's nature, the rational soul of man, is of too high a birth to have the strength of it spent on things of the earth. God breathed into man his soul. It is a kind of a divine spark. The soul of man is of the same nature as angels, a spirit as angels have. The thoughts of the mind, the faculties and powers of the soul are more precious than to be poured out as water upon the ground. If a man had a golden mill, he would not use it just to grind dirt, straw, and sticks in. The mind of man, the thinking faculty, is too high to be exercised in the things of this earth. The mind of man is of a most excellent, capacious nature. It is fit to converse, not only with angels, but with the eternal God himself, with Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and to bestow the strength of such a faculty upon such dirty, drossy, low, base, mean things as earthly-minded men and women do, this is a great evil. Know this, the dignity of your nature, the excellency of your mind, and the soul of man is that of a transcendent being. Put all the world into the balance with it, it is nothing. Therefore you know what Christ said, what shall it profit a man, to gain the whole world, and lose his soul? The soul of the lowest galley slave is more precious than heaven and earth, sun, moon, stars, and all the host of them and, let me add, than all the silver and golden mines underground, and all the unsearchable riches of the great and wide sea.